Hello students. Today we will know second topic of this chapter, looking after our resources. And second topic of this chapter is forest. We have already seen first topic of this chapter. Now we will see forest. As you can see, I have drawn a picture of forest. In that forest, many trees are there, many animals are there, and many special organisms are living. So this forest as well as this animal are of our use either in direct way or in indirect way. So they are natural resources. These forests are helpful in many ways to us. How these forests are helpful to us? See, these trees are taking inside carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. So, how much carbon dioxide is produced by the human beings and other animals and other creatures? What these forests are doing? These forests are absorbing the carbon dioxide and making their food with the help of photosynthesis process and converting that carbon dioxide into oxygen. And that oxygen is inhaled by human beings and other creatures also. So in this way they are maintaining the balance of the gases in the environment. So first point I have written environment balance in many ways. We have seen first ways that they maintain the balance of the gases with the help of photosynthesis process, in which they are absorbing carbon dioxide from the nature and releasing oxygen in the atmosphere. In this way they maintain the balance of the gases. Now the creatures and the big and small animals living in the forest, these forests are also home to these animals. And these animals are also like carnivorous animals are depending on herbivorous animals and they form a food chain. So in this way they are also maintaining the balance as all the animals are living in forest only. Animals are not living in cities, not in village, they are living in forest. So in forest only a carnivorous will also be there or herbivorous will also be there. So what this carnivorous animal will do? This carnivorous animal will try to find out an animal which he can eat, like herbivorous. So herbivorous will also be present in forest. So he is finding that herbivorous and eating. And like this, a food cycle is completed and which helps to maintain the balance of the minerals in the soil as well as the maintain the balance of the environment also. Like we have seen in previous chapter also that herbivores are giving birth to a number of child or to a number of babies. Like herbivorous animals are giving 12 to 15 babies at a time. So this carnivores are 1 and 2 only at one time. So this carnivores are killing so that out of that 12 only 4 or 3 are alive. So in this way they also stop to multiply the number of herbivorous animal on the earth. If there will be too much herbivorous animal on the earth, they will eat up all the grass and will not be able to survive, because if there will not be any green plants, so we can't get oxygen. So it is compulsory to kill that herbivorous. It should not be too much in number. So in this way they are also maintaining the balance. This is known as food chain. They are also maintaining the balance. Now second point I have written, we must be careful. We must take care of the forest, because forests are not developed in just only 1 month or 2 months. It took too much long time, like many years to develop. So like you are planting a tree, if you have seen in a pot, it take 30 to 45 days to grow into small like 12 to 15 inch. So like this the trees are very big. They took 25 year, like 12 year to grow that much big. So if you are cutting a tree means 12 years their whatever nutrition they have developed, whatever work they have done, whatever their contribution to maintain the balance, all the things you are destroying. So we must be careful before destroying a tree. Now third point I have written, don't destroy them. We should not destroy a tree because it took too much long time to grow, and we should not cut the forest as it took too much long time to develop. Next, fourth point, if we cut a tree, we must plant a new one. If we are cutting, however, we need to cut a tree. So what we should do, we should plant a new tree so that it can grow in place of that and can give us oxygen and can maintain the balance of the environment in various ways. Now fifth point I have written, not possible to replace forest. See, as you can see this picture, in this picture I have drawn a forest. It is not possible to replace a forest fully because in forest many trees are there, many animals are there, many small creatures, many big creatures, many species, specialist species, which still scientists are trying to find out new species from the forest. So we can't replace a forest. Okay, so what we should do, what is the other way to save this forest, because nowadays the population is increasing too fast and the human being is making their house, and to make their house they are cutting forest because they need a land. So what should we can do to protect them? So in this chapter we will also know about the ways that how we can protect the forest. We can't cut them. If we are cutting, so it is not possible to replace a forest. Like one tree, nowadays a technique is developed in which one tree can be replaced from one place to another place, but it is not possible to replace full forest because there are so many trees, so many animals. So in this chapter we will see what else we can do. So let's see. Many scientists come together and they try to find out the way so that we can save the forest. And they got a new idea of recycling. Here I have written the topic recycling. So what we are doing in recycling? So before understanding, let us see few facts. See, we are using paper. For making paper, many trees are cut down. First point written, many trees are cut down to make paper. जितना भी पेपर हम यूज़ करते हैं, कॉपी, बुक्स, ये सब का जो पेपर होता है ये ट्रीज से बना होता है. तो जितना ज़्यादा पेपर हम यूज़ करते हैं, समझो उतना ज़्यादा ट्रीज कट किए गए हैं. सो व्हाट वी कैन डू, means whatever how much paper we are wasting, that much trees we are wasting. So we should take care of the paper and should not waste too much paper. Second point, we can reduce to cut down the tree by recycling the old paper. Okay, we cannot we cannot stop using paper. अगर हमें trees बचाना तो ऐसा नहीं है कि हमें paper use करना ही रोक देना, but we can recycle also the old paper. So this new technique has been developed by the scientists कि हम पेपर को recycle कर लेते हैं और recycle करके हम फिर से दोबारा से पेपर बनाते हैं. So recycling, what is the meaning of recycling? Recycling means using the material of old thing to make the new thing. पुरानी चीज़ें जो भी हो गई हैं, जो हमने यूज़ कर ली हैं एक बार, उन्हीं चीज़ों को दोबारा यूज़ करके कोई नई चीज़ बनाना, दैट थिंग इज़ नोन एज रिसाइकलिंग. लाइक for making craft you are using old thing and creating something new, so that is known as recycling. So recycling means using the material of old thing or using old material to make new things, that is known as recycling. So here in this we have used paper once, हमने एक बार पेपर यूज़ कर लिया है, and we should keep them safe and collect in a place and then sell it to the कबाड़ी वाला. जो कबाड़ी वाला हमारे आसपास आते हैं लेने के लिए पेपर, उनको बेच देते हैं. सो व्हाट दे आर डूइंग, दे आर टेकिंग दैट न्यूज़ पेपर्स एंड ऑल द पेपर्स कॉपीज इनटू द फैक्ट्रीज एंड सी व्हाट दे आर डूइंग इन फैक्ट्री. This is a process. At the last, used paper, they are first taking all the used paper and with the help of water they are making pulp. Means like एक गाढ़ा सा बनाते हैं उसके साथ, और जो गाढ़ा सा बन जाता है पल्प जैसा. Then what they are doing, they are converting that pulp into new paper. In this way the old paper is used to make new paper. तो इस तरह से हमें जो कागज़ है उसको जलाना नहीं चाहिए, उसको संभाल के रखना चाहिए एंड सेंड इट टू द कबाड़ी वाला सो दैट इट कैन बी कन्वर्टेड इनटू न्यू पेपर. In this way we can save one of the resources and we can have contribution in saving the forest also. Now examples, there are some things which we can recycle. ऐसा नहीं है कि हम कुछ सारी चीज़ें रिसाइकल कर सकते हैं, बट हम कुछ चीज़ें रिसाइकल कर सकते हैं. इन दिस वे वी कैन सेव आवर रिसोर्सेज ऑल्सो. तो देखते हैं कौन कौन सी चीज़ें हैं जिन्हें हम रिसाइकल कर सकते हैं. एट द लास्ट आई हैव रिटर्न मेटल, ग्लास, सम प्लास्टिक. सारी प्लास्टिक रिसाइकल नहीं होती हैं, कुछ ही प्लास्टिक हैं जो रिसाइकल होती हैं. जब भी हम मार्केट से सामान लेते हैं, जो सब्जी वाले जो पॉलीथीन देते हैं, दैट प्लास्टिक इज़ नॉट रिसाइकलेबल. लेकिन आपने देखा होगा जो बहुत ही अच्छी क्वालिटी की प्लास्टिक रहती हैं, लाइक वी आर गेटिंग ऑयल इन वाइट कलर प्लास्टिक, सो दैट प्लास्टिक इज़ रिसाइकलेबल. और जो रिसाइकलेबल प्लास्टिक रहती है उनमें एक मार्क बना हुआ होता है. सो सम प्लास्टिक्स आर रिसाइकलेबल, सम प्लास्टिक्स आर नॉट रिसाइकलेबल. ग्लास, कांच, जो कांच टूट जाता है उसे भी हम संभाल के रखें तो भी जो है कबाड़ी वाला या फिर कोई जो कलेक्टर होता है ग्लास का, अगर ग्लास कलेक्ट करें तो वापस से ग्लास की फैक्ट्री में दिया जा सकता है, क्योंकि ये फिर से ग्लास में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है ईजली. मेटल, लाइक मेटल वी हैव ऑलरेडी सीन प्रीवियस चैप्टर. metals like iron, copper, aluminium, gold, silver, these all are metal. तो ये मेटल जो है इनको फिर से गर्म करके, इनको फिर से मेल्ट करके वी कैन कन्वर्ट इनटू न्यू मेटल, वी कैन गिव न्यू शेप, वी कैन कन्वर्ट इनटू न्यू थिंग्स. सो मेटल्स, ग्लास एंड प्लास्टिक कैन बी कन्वर्टेड. नाउ लास्ट आई हैव रिटर्न रिसाइकलिंग सेव्स रिसोर्सेज. रिसाइकलिंग चाहे कोई भी चीज़ की हो, चाहे फॉरेस्ट की हो, चाहे मेटल की हो, चाहे ग्लास की हो, चाहे प्लास्टिक की हो, दे सेव रिसोर्सेज. मतलब कहीं से तो हमने प्लास्टिक, कहीं से तो हमने ग्लास, मेटल लिया होगा, कोई सी रिसोर्स से हमें मिला होगा, कोई सी नेचुरल रिसोर्स से हमें मिला होगा. तो ये क्या करते हैं, अगर हम रिसाइकलिंग कर लेते हैं तो रिसाइकलिंग जो है हमारी रिसोर्सेज को जो है ज़्यादा ख़त्म होने से बचाता है, और हमारा जो है जितनी भी मतलब वेस्ट हो चुकी हैं चीज़ें वो भी वापस यूज़ में आ जाती हैं. तो ये दोनों ही चीज़ें होती हैं, हमारी रिसोर्सेज भी बचती हैं और जो वेस्ट चीज़ें जा रही हैं वो भी वापस यूज़ में आ जाती हैं. In this way, recycling is the one of the common way in which we can save the forest, and we can save paper, we can convert old paper into new paper, and in this way we can also save to cut many forests, and this will be helpful to maintain the balance. And one more important fact I would like to share with you that सबसे ज़्यादा जो बिग फॉरेस्ट है, सबसे बड़ा वर्ल्ड का फॉरेस्ट है, दैट इज़ अमेज़ॉन फॉरेस्ट. और अमेज़ॉन फॉरेस्ट जो है लंग्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड भी कहा जाता है, क्योंकि वही सबसे बड़े जंगल हैं पूरी विश्व के. और अभी जो है उनमें पिछले साल ही जो है उसमें आग लग गई थी, अभी आग बुझा ली गई है. तो ये भी जो है कुछ रीज़न होते हैं जो हमारे फॉरेस्ट को जो है डिस्ट्रॉय करते हैं, लाइक अचानक से आग लग जाना, भूकंप आ जाना, साइक्लोन, ये सब जो भी है डिस्ट्रॉय करते हैं. सो दैट वी कैन नॉट स्टॉप, बट ड्यू टू रिसाइकलिंग वी कैन डिक्रीज द लेवल ऑफ डिस्ट्रॉइंग इट. So in today's video only this much. I hope you understood the concept of forest and will not waste too much paper and try to save paper and try to keep it safe and give it to the kabari wala. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next video.